Bashim Awashai, Bashim Kakadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. This is a quick video. Trump admits he's not heaven bound in an interview. So I'm going to press play on this video.
You were doing an interview and you talked about how you hope to end the war in Ukraine because it might help you get into heaven. How does this help? Does this help?
I mean, I'm being a little cute. I don't think there's anything going to get me in heaven. Okay, I really don't. I think I'm not maybe heaven bound. I may be in heaven right now as we fly in Air Force One. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make heaven, but I've made life a lot better for a lot of people. And
you had talked a couple of weeks ago.
Right, so one, us that's in the know that these devils, when they go to heaven, they going into slavery. So yes, Trump, you Edomite, you are going to heaven, but you're going into captivity in heaven. That's why they're at least going to try to run from the Lord in them days and hide from the Lord in them days, man. Not only that, he already know that this is his heaven. The elites that run the world and their underlings that's in the hundreds of billions to hundreds of millions brackets, they know that they are already in their heaven. A lot of them know about their ancestors, if not all, that the Bible is real, So yeah, no. You Edomite devil, you going to heaven, man. You going in chains, though. If you die, Trump so happens to die on this side, he's going to be birthed back in the kingdom of heaven. This Psalms 149, verse 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory, the saints are the Israelites. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand. The prophet's going to have two-edged swords in their hands in the kingdom of heaven, man. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. Those that are here that's going to be left. Because a lot of these heathen nations are going to die. A lot of white people going to die who are the Edomites according to the Bible. As well as the rest of the heathen, But those that be left, it says to execute vengeance. They're gonna be have vengeance executed upon them, upon the heathen, and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains. Right? These elites, these secret society members, all at the top. Some of them even got the title of being a king. They're going into slavery, man. Just like how we had to go into slavery. And their nobles, and the nobles of the country is like the governors and the senators. All this news. It says, with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written, this honor have all his saints, praise ye the Lord Yahweh. Right. So that's what's going to happen in the near future. And that's given to us from the Lord, man. So, give me a second. Psalm chapter 2, verse 7. I will declare the decree. The Lord Yahweh hath said unto me, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I will give thee the heathen for thine inheritance. Right. We are going to inherit the heathen nation, man. But it starts with us knowing this word, And the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. We're going to take their lands over. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. We're going to be beating them. Putting our hands, foots, tornadoes, earthquakes, fires, storms up their ass, man. We gonna have spiritual power. It says, break them with a rod of iron. The Lord gonna give us spiritual power, man. And we gonna be fucking these nations up, man. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. We gonna be able to kill them. You know? That's what the heathen got coming. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. And that's the history. The auction blocks, Ephraim in 1492, so on and so forth, man. Esau put us into slavery, killed our women, you know, killed the men. And we still in captivity now to this day, but we're not in the physical chains. So what goes around comes around, man. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, right? He that puts someone into slavery must go into slavery. And we are the children of the Lord, the apple of his eye. So y'all mess with us, the Lord gonna pay y'all back for it, man. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints, right? The saints are the Israelites. It's going to start with the elect, the chosen, those of us that's going to be here after all the smoke clears, after the destruction and things like that. Y'all the time of the elect, but it starts with the elect, man. You know? Trying to remember what the precept was, just fast. This is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, right? And what we're doing by teaching his word to our people, putting the videos up on YouTube and being on highways and byways, that's us being fishermen. Remember, Yahweh Shai came to certain apostles or disciples. They eventually became apostles, and they were fishermen. You know, he eventually made them fishermen of men. You know, by casting the word out there and bringing in the elect. It says, behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, Yahweh, and they shall fish them, fish the people, the elect, the chosen, the men of the Lord, the Israelites of our nation, no other nation. And after will I send for many hunters. We know that hunters kill. The Lord will give his men spiritual power to go around killing. And they shall hunt them from every mountain they're going to be trying to hide, and from every hill, and mountains and hills, and out of the holes of the rocks. Right, so you know it says, "For my eyes are upon all their ways." They have to suffer the consequences for their actions. No matter where they hide at, the Lord gonna send his men to gather them up, man. So you going to heaven, you going straight into slavery when you get there too. They are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes. The Lord watched you heathen, you Edomites, you white people, just as well as other heathen nations, kill off his people and do his people dirty for since we're still in biblical times, since the ancient times. All that is being required now in this generation. So Trump, you thinking you not going to heaven, motherfucker? Stop playing with us. You gotta hope. Man, no, you ain't got no hoping, because brothers gonna be asking. I already can feel it. Brothers gonna be asking for certain slaves. Man, you got Trump on your plantation? Man, let me borrow that motherfucker. Before his 1,000 years is up. Before his sentence is up and he get put to death. You know? That's what you heathen got coming, man. That's what all the heathen got coming. If you're not a black, a Latin, or a Native American, it doesn't matter what color you are. If that's not who you are according to the Bible, that's not the spirit that you have, that righteous spirit of the Israelite, you going into slavery and you getting fucked up the whole entire time. You know? After Esau's 1,000 years of slavery, he's going to be destroyed. The other heathen nations are going to be put in their lands and be tributaries unto the nation of Israel. You know, so that's what's coming, man. With that being said, call law Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.